There are currently more than 26,000 pensioners in the European institutions, which is about 1/3 of the total staff population. With a constant growth rate, due in particular to longer life expectancy, the number of pensioners will become ever greater. In 2050, there will be 2 working people for every pensioner. The specific features of this population are geographical dispersion and diversity. Pensioners are spread over more than 90 countries worldwide, of which about half reside in Belgium and Luxembourg. In addition to old age and disability pensions, there is a significant number of surviving spouses. 15% of pensioners are over 80 years old, more than 1/3 of them live alone, and an estimated 5% are dependent. Even though retirement is often a break, sometimes brutal, the link with the institutions is never definitely broken. Pensioners are still bound by the staff regulations, and their health insurance and pension rights are managed by the Commission. It should also be noted that the institutions have a statutory duty of care towards pensioners. AIACE, the International Association of Former Staff of the EU, is a non-profit organization established in 1969. It comprises more than half of all pensioners, which is more than 13,000 members in 2022.
The association is currently made up of 15 national sections which operate under the umbrella of AIACE International, which is based in Brussels. Membership of AIACE through this section is by paying an annual subscription. One can be a member of one or more sections. The association is managed by an international bureau under the authority of President and a Vice President, and by a management board composed of 2 members per section. Their term of office is 3 years. All functions within AIACE are carried out on a voluntary basis.
AIACE was originally set up to facilitate contacts between its members and relations with the Commission's administrative services. Over the years, AIACE has developed its collaboration with all the institutions. On the 14th of June 2002, a first agreement was signed between AIACE and the Commission, represented at the time by Vice President Neil Kinnock. In 2008, a new agreement was signed between the 2 parties, represented by Ludwig Schubert and Vice President Callas, establishing a real partnership and close cooperation in the areas directly affecting the elderly, namely health insurance, social assistance, and pensions. This agreement was renewed in 2018 in the presence of International President Diaz-Pardo and President Juncker.
Nous serons là lorsque vous aurez besoin de nous, et vous serez là lorsque nous aurons besoin de vous.
Similar agreements have meanwhile been signed with the other institutions, all of which recognize AIACE as the representative organization of all pensioners. AIACE's field of action covers 5 areas: information and communication, defending the interests of pensioners, promoting solidarity actions, maintaining friendly relations between former members of staff and contributing to the programs of European integration.
First of all, information and communication, a key area for pensioners. AIACE has a user-friendly website that is accessible to all. AIACE also closely monitors the development of the platforms set up by the administration for former staff and ensures that they are easily accessible and user-friendly. It also has a central IT help desk and help desks in the sections staffed by competent volunteers, which are very useful for finding help in case of problems with these IT applications.
The Vox magazine, published 3 times a year by the International Bureau, exists in a paper version as well as online on the association's website. Several national sections also publish a local newsletter and communicate with members through print and electronic information. AIACE contributes to the Info Seniors newsletter published by DGHR. It is also very active on the social network for pensioners, Teams After EC, where it moderates the various discussion groups. The defense of pensioners' interests is the second important field of action for AIACE. The partnership agreement signed with the Commission is crucial for AIACE and for all the former staff. According to the agreement, the Commission takes into consideration the opinions that AIACE can give on any proposed decision that may affect the interests of pensioners. Where negotiations are foreseen under these proposals, AIACE is invited to participate in the context of the social dialogue. AIACE's participation is thus ensured in the Staff Regulations Committee, the Sickness Insurance Management Committee, the Social Services Management Board, and the Social Activities Committees. AIACE is also represented in the Remuneration Technical Group.
For instance, it played a key role in the last revision of the staff regulations. By defending the method for calculating salary adjustments, in particular in keeping the parallelism between pensions and salaries. But also its contributions in the Health Insurance Management Committee are very important because the situation has changed in recent years. With the reduction or abolition of posts, with the recruitment at lower level, and with the increase of number of contract staff, contributions to the scheme are lower. Therefore, it is a big risk of an imbalance between income and expenditure, implying that there might be a reduction in the healthcare or an increase in the contributions. And therefore, AIACE is very vigilant to defend those which need the health insurance costs most, the pensioners.
The promotion of solidarity and mutual aid is also a priority for AIACE. Many former colleagues face serious difficulties due to loneliness, isolation, disability, or illness. Regular surveys carried out in collaboration with the institutions help to identify former colleagues facing such difficulties. Under the agreements with the institutions, material and financial aid is granted to the AIACE, which enables it to set up in each national section a genuine local social aid service provided by trained volunteers. They provide support, assistance and advice to hundreds of colleagues in difficulty, sometimes far away from the institution's sites. This is a real win-win concept that has proved its worth for many years.
AIACE also has an agreement with the Cancer Support Group, which works to support the many colleagues affected by this disease. AIACE International can also provide legal and judicial assistance to retirees. As far as insurance is concerned, AIACE has taken out accident insurance and supplementary hospitalization insurance for its members, both of which have been tried and tested for over 25 years.
Another important objective of the association is to maintain and develop the friendly relations of the former members of staff among themselves. This is why each national section organizes various activities and events, such as guided tours, trips, conferences and festive meetings in the spirit of cultural development and conviviality. Each year, the International Congress is organized in spring in a country of the Union and is also the occasion to hold the General Assembly of the Association. Finally, AIACE contributes to the problems of European integration and to raising public awareness of these problems. In this area, it works with the institutions which value the experience and expertise of former officials. The association therefore provides written contributions when it considers it necessary or when requested, for example, in the context of the general reflection on the future of the European civil service or on the future of Europe. Since 1969, AIACE has continued to grow in numbers and effectiveness. Through its many actions, it works to improve the well-being of all former staff by ensuring that the links between them and the services of the institutions are maintained in a friendly, convivial and good-humored atmosphere.